What's up, fellow lords of gaming? Welcome back to another episode of Marvel Future Revolution. Today we jump into Epic Invasion. Should be pretty quick because this is really not anything new at all. Like, it's not new content, it's just rehash. There's really one interesting thing about the invasion, and that's the new special badge creations. You still pretty much have the Mad Titan raid invasion event. It pretty much is still the same exact mechanics. The only real difference here, even this is still the same, right? I don't want to play through that. You still have the same thing inside here, except that the difficulty levels have changed now. So now they've increased the difficulty of the minimum power to be 1.5 million, and the recommended power is 1.7. That's essentially what it is right there, right? And you can see the rewards really haven't changed either. Now we can get the Savior Companion once again. I doubt most of us will get it. Mamba, Captain Dante, and Agent XYZ, I don't see battling those guys for that position. You ain't gonna out jockey the whales, bro, so don't even do it, right? So we can say that we have the 7-day mission as well. Basically, these are going to be a place where you can get a bunch of your battle badge alloys. I'm surprised that they added these inside here, that you can get the battle badge alloys here, but across the various days, there's a bunch of boxes and battle badge alloys, so it's pretty good, right? Your relay challenge is just giving you out dimension tokens, but these are pretty good now because you can use these dimension box tickets in order to just grab you some badges if you're lucky enough, right? The special badge creation is the part where things start to get shaken up a little bit inside here, and specifically because of the options on the battle badges. And they talked about it inside the stream with Chilling with Danny Q session, and I feel like it was justified to talk about it, and I felt like it should have been rode harder than what it was. Circle Jerk session that it really wasn't. But you can see basically inside here that at level 120 with a 6-star badge at +5, what you're looking at is a 6-set badge is going to give you an attack of 12.5% and a cooldown decrease of 12. That's a fucking lot. That is a lot. That means that if you did all of that work to get to 50% cooldown so that way you can hit that rotation, then guess what? You just lost out on 12% and you're down at 38% cooldown effects. Now, I can be honest with you guys. I want to be perfectly honest with you guys, and I'm going to show you this right now, right? So my Doctor Strange right now, as he stands, is sitting at 26.5 cooldown decrease inside here for his, why am I in my PvP build? Let's go back inside here. So my Doctor Strange, where is he sat inside here right now? Let's go. So Doctor Strange is sat in here at a cooldown decrease of about 48.2%. Now, could I increase this 48.2% overall and get it higher? Yes, I could. I can be honest with you guys straight up and tell you that as the max that I've had my Doctor Strange was sitting somewhere around 74%, 75% cooldown. So I could get him back to that. If you were to look at some of like his cards and some of the battle badges and things like that that I've taken off from him that I still have, I could get my Doctor Strange reasonably back to that. Like, I'm using some Doctor Strange, some items inside here that don't necessarily have cooldown decrease on them. Where is it? My Black Widow still sitting at a PvP damage decrease. My Spider-Man PvP damage increase. You get the point, right? Like, I could find ways to get cooldown decreases from other places. The problem is that there's not going to be a lot of players in my position that are going to be able to do that. Not to mention, you know, hitting that max damage rate, stuff like that on your character, so that way you're at above the percentage. This represents a direct death knell to Doctor Strange, and it really, like, it's, I don't want to say a death knell, but it's just like one of the stupidest things that you would ever consider with utilizing for this character, because you're essentially trying to mitigate that ability that you're going to have 12% decrease to your cooldown, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. You know what I mean? Like, why would I take a battle badge? What you're essentially going to be looking at and trying to get lucky on with these battle badges is that maybe you collect the battle badge that you, let's say we go in here and we collect the battle badge over here, and what we are hoping is that these bonus stats, right, the bonus substats inside here, is that we maybe get lucky and that bonus substat is going to be reflective of cooldown increase or decrease, right? Now here's the problem. is that you can see that that bonus stat for cooldown decrease doesn't come until level 5 of the badge. And even then, you might have to battle between whether you're going to get HP, whether you're going to get cooldown, whether you get attack, whether you get cooldown, whatever it is in terms of stats, but you're hoping that you get the most out of those so that way you counteract it. So you pretty much still end out with an even kill dead stat on your card, because on your battle badge, because we've got a cooldown decrease. Maybe you get lucky and it's that cooldown decrease 6%, and now I'm missing out on another stat that would have just benefited my character to take him over the top, and now I could have, you know, reduced the cooldown decrease because my battle badge had it, and I could reuse that cooldown decrease for Omega card or something. It was already hard enough to find places for Doctor Strange to basically elevate on the one thing that he was good at, which was his cooldown decrease. And the moment that they gave him that in terms of his enhanced potential and in terms of the reduction for his the Mystic Art skill underneath. So we just recently got the Doctor Strange skills for the Mystic Arts class. We got it for, why am I having such a hard time navigating this window right now? I feel like a retard excuse me, I know I shouldn't use that word. I feel like an idiot every single time I do that. But we're looking at his specializations, for instance, right? And we're looking at those and we go, this one had just received a benefit from going to just 10% cooldown. And now you're going to introduce something that's going to negate us even more. So the question is, where do you take that to? Is that cooldown decrease? That cooldown decrease is important for a lot of characters, not just Doctor Strange. So it's going to make a lot of players think about how they utilize these battle badges, especially from, you know, the Mad Titan event, and whether or not the Magneto badges are just better in that regard to use overall. That attack is definitely a lot. 12.5% attack is a lot, but is it going to be the difference maker from if I can only attack and get one good shot off, and now I've got to wait for my cooldown to regenerate? Would I rather just have 2 or 3 attacks that are going to deal, you know, 600 damage and catch up? Or, you know, do I want that one burst attack is basically what you're looking at. You know, it's one of those things that you have to consider inside the game. So that is the Epic Invasion event. Nothing really different about it. It's just legitimately the special badge creation, and it doesn't really make me want to play the Invasion anymore, because I'm like, yeah, the cooldown decrease, maybe I get the badges for another character or something like that, but I don't know. You guys got to let me know what you think about it. It'll be interesting to see how that pans out for the badges. I'll give you guys some updates as I work through it, but we'll see what happens. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think below. Until next time, peace.